Want to give this a shot?
Sure.
2 very easy questions. See if you could get at least one. I think you'll get them both. They're very easy.
Okay.
So I have 3 water bottles here, and they're halfway filled with water, and I painted the water blue with food coloring just to make it easier to see the water. Another thing to note is that all of these water bottles are at rest.
Okay.
So they are just sitting still on a table.
Okay.
But how I'm showing them to you, what's the difference between the 3 water bottles?
How you're showing it?
Yeah, how I'm showing them to you. 1, 2, and 3.
And they're all rested.
They're all at rest. Yeah, on the table. Well, it's in a box, but the box is just on a table, just sitting. It's at rest.
And boxes in different positions, no?
Yeah. Yeah. How would you put them in the position they should be, I guess?
What do you mean in the position?
Well, you're saying they're in different positions. How do you know they're in different positions?
Because it's in the box, right? So you just flip over the box in order to get the water facing the cap. And then this is facing right side up.
Okay.
Because the water's on the bottom. This is facing like on its side.
So like this and like this, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you got it. Because that's a ping pong ball as well, by the way. So,
okay.
So that's floating on the water.
All right.
So yeah, you got it. It was the orientation of the bottle, the box, was different. You know, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Again, how did you know that? Again, because of the water, right?
Yeah.
It goes to the bottom and the air goes to the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You got it. Pretty easy, right? So the second one's a little bit easier.
Okay.
And so in this one, I have 3 box trucks, and they're halfway filled with water. Except in this one of the trucks is accelerating forward, one of the trucks is accelerating in reverse, and one of the trucks is at rest. So out of these 3, which one is at rest? Find it.
Wouldn't it be B?
Yeah. 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 Why would you say B though? Yeah.
Because it's straight, it's even.
Yeah, the water's even, right? It's not being displaced. Right. Which one is accelerating forward?
Probably this one.
Yeah. Why that one though?
Because if you accelerate forward, it's going to push the water back.
Exactly. In the opposite direction, you accelerate, right?
Yeah,
That's why you get pushed back in your seat when you accelerate in the car.
Yeah.
So C will be the one accelerating in reverse, right? Would you agree? Yeah, it's obvious, right? So let me show you this real quick. I accelerated a bottle, and I want to see if you can tell me what direction I accelerated. I mean, you got it, so I'm pretty sure you'll get this one.
Yeah.
So this one, let me see, accelerating. Okay, so do you accelerate to the left or to the right?
To the left or to the right?
What direction did I accelerate the bottle? This one.
Can you put on the table so I can see?
So obviously we know this one's accelerating this way, you know this one's accelerating this way. What direction is the bottle accelerating? This way or this way?
Close to the left.
That way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. And how did you know? Obviously the water pushes back in the opposite direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. When I hold this water bottle at rest right here, for example,
Okay.
and I release it into free fall, do you believe gravity pulled it down to the ground? Or in other words, accelerates it down to the ground?
Well, gravity is acting upon it, right?
So you think gravity actually pulls this to the earth like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Right.
So again, going based on how water behaves when it's being accelerated and contained, when we actually accelerate down versus free fall shows that there is no acceleration, because the water, when actually accelerated down, again, water wants to push back in the opposite direction you accelerate, so the water wants to push up.
Yeah.
In free fall, we don't get no reaction of the water. So there's no force acting on the water bottle in free fall because it's not actually accelerating down. So, yeah, so I don't know if you heard theory of Einstein and Newton. They're just theories of gravity. In other words, they haven't been physically proven.
Yeah.
And the reason why they haven't been physically proven is because there is no physical device in nature that can detect the physical downwards acceleration, because it doesn't exist.
So that's why stuff is called theory?
Yeah,
it's not proven yet?
Exactly. So when you have your cell phone, right, and your cell phone has an accelerometer, and that's how you're able to turn a landscape and portrait, and it reacts to that.
Yeah.
So if you download an accelerometer app on your phone, and you're able to, use it to accelerate, it's gonna detect that acceleration. So when you accelerate left, right, up, or down, that accelerometer, it's going to detect that acceleration. However, when we put it into free fall, it detects 0 acceleration. So again, every device on Earth physically shows that there is no physical downwards acceleration, that it's the Earth. So what's happening is when you're releasing this into free fall, we're already in motion right now. So the Earth is pushing up against you.
Yeah.
It's not pulling you down. So when you release this, it's the Earth that comes up to meet it. So this never moved down to the Earth. It's the Earth that moved up to the object. but because everything is moving that's connected to the Earth up, it appears that this moved downwards, but it's actually the Earth that moved up to it. So that's yes, does that make sense? So the Earth is literally pushing up like this.
Right.
So the ground is moving up relative to you.
Right, yeah.
So that's what's happening. That's what's creating the pressure under your feet. It's that push of the Earth, not a pull. So do you believe the Earth is a ball?
Yeah, curved, right?
Yeah, like a ball, right?
Yeah.
So if we can physically prove, or in other words, debunk that gravity is not a pull to the Earth and it's the Earth that moves up to the object,
yeah.
And up, if the Earth was a ball, and up is relative on a ball, basically, based on where you're standing. Oh, shoot.
I got it.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta put these under here. Yeah,
chill.
Yeah, and if we know that it's the Earth moving up, literally,
yeah.
How would that work from a ball?
How would that work on a ball?
Yeah, if the Earth was a ball, but we know that it's the ground that moves up to the object, and it's not gravity pulling it down.
Well, it rotates on its axis, right? So.
But if the Earth was rotating, the ground would be moving in that direction, or east, wherever east is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be moving up.
Yeah.
So how can if it's spinning, the ground's still not moving up? You know, it's moving sideways. So how can the Earth move up on a globe?
It's because there's always like an opposite force acting on an object, like in the opposite direction, right? So like if you accelerate, it's gonna go left. So
yeah, that's
if
when
you drop it, the Earth's gonna move up, right?
Yeah.
Meet that force.
So again, because the water always displaces, right? When you accelerate, it always reacts. When you accelerate, even down, it goes up.
Yeah.
In free fall, what I'm saying is that there is no force acting on this. They're showing us an accelerometer.
So there's no acceleration.
There's no acceleration in free fall.
Okay.
So it's the ground that's moving up. The fact is, the globe Earth wouldn't work if it's the ground moving up, because that would mean the Earth will have to be expanding and growing in all directions. Yeah. It will have to be growing to be able to explain how the ground pushes.
Wait, so the Earth is flat, or?
Well, the Earth is a level plane.
Okay.
So everybody's up is the same, because the Earth is moving up, pushing up against us.
Okay.
So everybody's up is the same. So the flat Earth is a psyop, because over 95% of content creators and people that just follow these content creators believe that the Earth is motionless. So that's how they're making this a mockery as well. They're debating the same idea that gravity pushes. They're claiming that objects do accelerate to the Earth, but it's something else. Yeah. So now they're debating a false dichotomy with globe earthers, because it's not going to get nowhere. The fact is, it's the Earth moving up.
Okay.
So people like me that are representing this fact are being very heavily censored right now online.
Okay.
So if I was to ask you, what's the number one proof that makes you believe the Earth is a ball, respectfully, before you go?
Well, there's like satellite photos, right?
Okay.
Of the Earth curved. Right?
Sure. So just before I get to those pictures, first of all, NASA admits they're not real photographs of the Earth. They admit that they make them all in a computer. They take strips of imagery of the Earth, supposedly, and they make it in a computer. So that's not even up for debate. But even if they did claim it was real photographs of the Earth,
yeah.
If I claim to you that I could fly, but I can't show you right now, but I showed you a picture or a video, would you believe I could fly?
No.
Why not? I showed you a video.
Because that goes against like what I know about nature and stuff.
Exactly, it defies physics, right?
Yeah.
Anything that I say, like I could walk through walls or stuff, any claim that defies physics, obviously you wouldn't believe it. So NASA, again, they claim to have satellites orbiting the Earth to be able to take pictures of the Earth, right? So they need to know the radius of orbit, so they need to know the radius of the Earth, in other words. So they do tell us the dimensions of the Earth is 3,159 miles in radius, which means there has to be curvature every mile, and every mile it increases. So if we went out to a giant body of water that was at rest to physically measure for this curvature, they're trying to tell us that that surface of water is bending 6 feet in 3 miles and increasing more and more. But the fact is, water doesn't have the physical ability to bend on the surface once it's contained and at rest.
Okay.
So again, the physics of water debunks the claim that the Earth is a ball. Because when they show me a picture or a video of a ball with water sticking and bending around it, that defies, like you said, what I know about the nature of the Earth, and how it defies physics basically to claim that the Earth is a ball. So besides images, because obviously images can easily be doctored, especially with Hollywood nowadays, video can be doctored. It could be CGI. Is there anything else that convinces you that the Earth is a ball, or is it just the images?
No, I mean that's all I can think of, just the satellite photos, and also because the Earth is a globe, right? So you could, like, if you take a boat and go all the way across the Earth, you can meet back at the same point. Whereas if it's flat or level, then you could just there's an end point, right? Whereas in a circle, there's not really an end point.
Okay. So if we have a center point, because you're saying about circumnavigating the Earth, right?
Yeah.
So if we have we'll say this is like a center point, right? And we'll say you're on a compass here. The compass always points north, right?
Right.
We'll say if the center point if the north is a center point, and you go east and west, you're essentially going to do circles around a center point. So that could be done from a level plane. Now, if you're going south to north, then that would technically work on a globe, but not on a level Earth. But nobody's actually ever done that physically. That flight doesn't exist.
It doesn't?
It doesn't exist. When you go south and over Antarctica and come back up north, that doesn't exist. Only left to right, which could be done on a level surface.
How do you know it doesn't exist though?
There's no record of it. There's no airplanes that fly in those routes. They say that it's too cold. That's the excuse, yeah. But then they supposedly go to the moon, which is even colder. But again, these are just excuses.
So then, if this is true, then why would they like doctor it, right?
Well, they want people to not trust their common sense because they want to control people's minds and they want to control people's actions. So it's about control. So we live kind of in a cult, and they want to keep us dumbed down. So it's about dumbing us down and not trusting our own common sense. So we just trust authority.
Right, I mean, the average person doesn't know this much about physics, too.
Yeah,
so.
This is pretty basic elementary physics. You know, if you ask me, a 10-year-old can understand this. You know, that's why I have Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? Because this is very simple stuff. This is not complicated physics.
But what about, like, actual, like, NASA scientists that say otherwise, right?
Yeah, I would say NASA scientists that just claim without any proof are just priests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just priests. So anybody telling you things about this reality that they can't physically prove, they're just priests.
Then wouldn't this have been, right, this is like a big thing, or wouldn't it, like someone have leaked it inside the company? Or?
So there has been astronauts, especially when NASA was first established.
Yeah.
There was astronauts that have died in accidents at their training facilities. And in other words, in my opinion, they were either removed somehow or intentionally killed. And if you ask me...
like severe, what?
No, but you never really hear about them. These were, again, back when NASA was... And if you ask me, it's because these people were not going to go along with the narrative. So they had to remove them and replace them with people that are going to be willing to go along with it. So astronauts are lying, 100%. But all the people in mission control that just work a computer, they don't have to be lying. They just have to believe what they're being told.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So yeah.
What's the goal? You're just trying to, like, spread awareness?
Yeah, there's just so much misinformation online right now with globe Earth and motionless flat Earth. They're just making a mockery of our reality.
What motivated you?
Oh, well, I used to be an atheist myself, so I used to believe in outer space and all of everything we're told.
Yeah.
So the fact that you know I came to this realization showed me that, first of all, you know, matter cannot be created nor destroyed. I don't know if you knew that. It's part of the first laws of thermodynamics. So that debunks this idea that we came from nothing. So that debunks atheism. So this place is a creation. I don't claim to know what created this place because, in my opinion, every religion that's out there right now is just there to control you.
Right.
And again, the heliocentric model that's one of the biggest religions, you know, to believe that you came from nothing.
For sure.
You know, because it's a belief.
I'll get out of here.
No, No, I appreciate it, man. Thanks. And,
is this like a YouTube
yes,
channel?
Let me give you my card or my flyer, and you can check it out, man. I appreciate the chat. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Hi. So you guys want to give this a shot?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Two very easy questions. See if you guys can get them. This is the second one. All right. So.
What is this? TikTok, YouTube?
YouTube. I'll give you the channel after. Yeah, you guys can check it out after. All right. So they both have to do with water. So this first one, I have 3 water bottles, and I filled it up halfway with water, and I painted the water blue with food coloring just to make it easier to see the water. But another thing to note about these 3 water bottles is that they're all at rest. So how I'm showing them to you, what's the difference between these 3 water bottles?
They're resting at different angles.
Okay, yeah, the position, would you say? Okay, you're right. Will you guys agree? Yeah. Can you put them in the position I guess they should be?
Yes, sir.
Like, you could turn them if you want.
This one goes.
That one's right, I guess?
That one's good.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
And then,
Yeah, you guys got it. Yeah. How did you guys know?
Just perspective.
based on where the ball.
Yeah.
Which one of the ball? Okay, cool.
Also,
Because
the water should be at the bottom.
exactly, the water can't get stuck to the top. That defies physics. You know, the water would never be on the top. Imagine opening the bottom, the water just squirts up. No, yeah, but you guys got it pretty easy. So the second one's a little bit easier. Let's see if you guys can get this one. So in this one, I have 3 box trucks. Again, halfway filled with water. Except in this one of the trucks is accelerating forward, one is accelerating in reverse, and one is at rest. So which one of these 3 is at rest?
That's at rest.
B?
Yeah.
Accelerating forward.
Then that's going forward. That's going reverse.
You got it.
Yeah.
Why is this one at rest, first of all?
Isn't that rest because obviously the water's at bay still?
Okay, it's still okay.
When you're going, the inertia is carrying the it's going forward when it's actually going back.
That's what I meant.
And then vice versa for A.
So again, when you accelerate the truck forward, the inertia of the water pushes back.
back, yeah.
Exactly, because the water wants to remain in its position in space.
I should've just thought about it.
No, you got it. I mean, that's why we're here, to understand. So another thing is, again, no matter what direction I accelerate, the water always pushes back, and then the opposite direction. So let me just show you this real quick. You guys are gonna get it. I accelerated my bottle. In what direction did I accelerate this bottle then? Left or right?
Right.
Left. Wait.
Or
Left.
going left.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Perfect. All right, so you guys got it. So even when I accelerate down, the water wants to push up again because of inertia. Water always displaces when we're talking about acceleration. So when I release this, when it's at rest, and I release this down, do you believe gravity pulled it, accelerated to the earth?
No, because I believe.
You think it moved from being at rest? You think it moved to the earth? I guess it got pulled to the earth.
Well,
Yeah, because gravity.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't have
Yeah.
gravity, we'd be floating.
Okay, so you believe when I release this that gravity pulled it to the earth. Okay, so based on our understanding of how water behaves when it's being accelerated, and it always pushes back in the opposite direction the bottle accelerates. When we actually accelerate versus free fall shows that there actually is no acceleration.
Right.
Because when I actually accelerated, you can see the water pushing up, because of inertia.
Yeah.
In free fall, there is no reaction of the water because
Right.
there's no force acting on it.
Right.
So I don't know if you knew gravity is actually not a force. It's actually a theory. And the reason why it's a theory is because it hasn't been physically measured to be the cause why things fall down. And the fact is that Earth is not pulling you down by a gravitational force. It's the Earth pushing up against you. So the Earth is literally pushing up against you right now. And because your body has inertia, it wants to remain at rest. That's why you have weight. Because your body wants to remain. Yeah. So again, if I was to ask you guys, do you guys believe the Earth is a ball?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So the globe Earth requires that there is a physical downwards acceleration, aka gravity, and that's why they push these theories on us. Because if they actually presented the fact that it's the Earth pushing up against you and it's not pulling you down, how can the Earth move up? If up is relative on a ball, how can the Earth be moving up on a ball?
It can't.
It can't. It physically doesn't work. That would mean the Earth will have to be expanding in all directions. So the fact is the Earth is a level plane that's pushing up against you. So everybody's up is the same.
So the Earth's flat.
Not flat. No. So so this is how they're flat Earth versus globe Earth is a psyop. It's a false dichotomy because over 95% of flat earthers and content creators are pushing a motionless Earth. What does that mean? That means when you release an object, what happens if the Earth is motionless? They're claiming an acceleration down just like gravity. So any flat earthers that mock gravity, that claim the Earth is motionless, are technically mocking themselves. So that's why they're controlling this flat Earth nonsense versus globe Earth. They're claiming the Earth is motionless. The fact is the Earth is not motionless. It's pushing up against you. And that's how they're censoring this information, because that's the biggest lie on Earth, believe it or not, is that objects don't accelerate in free fall. It's the Earth that moves up, because again, without that idea of objects accelerating down or gravity, you can't have a heliocentric model. You can't push orbits. You can't push all these theories about the Earth without physical downwards acceleration.
So question.
Yes.
So then do you believe that the Earth is a sphere or is it not a sphere?
It's not a sphere. It's a level plane, and it's a contained system as well. So the air that we have here, we have air pressure here on Earth.
Gotcha.
So there's a reason why helium balloons, when you release a helium balloon, what direction does it go? Up. Why do you guys think it goes up?
Because its weight is very light.
Yeah, it's less dense than air, right?
Yeah.
And another thing is air has pressure here on Earth. So the pressure the air has is being created by the Earth's push, because that's what pressure is. It's push. It's a pressing. So the air is being pushed up by the Earth that's moving up, and that pressure that's being created in the air is able to push things that are less dense, like helium. So that's why a helium balloon rises, because it's being pushed by the air, which is being pushed by the ground.
Gotcha.
So when an object is more dense than air, the air can't push it up like it does a helium balloon, so it just appears to go down. But what's happening is the free-falling object is just decelerating. It's not accelerating down, it's decelerating.
So if you don't believe it's a sphere, but you also don't believe that it's flat, then
It's level. So flat, you could have a flat wall, right? Flat has nothing to do with orientation, basically.
Right.
So Earth has orientation. We have a up, we have a down, and everything in between.
Left and right, yeah.
In order for something to have orientation, it needs to be moving.
Gotcha.
That's the antecedent to orientation. It's motion. So the globe Earth acknowledges that fact. That's why they created this idea of a flow of gravity pushing things down, because that's the orientation of the globe. Up is relative, or the opposite direction of the center.
Gotcha.
But in reality, up is just the direction the Earth is moving in.
Right.
And down is the opposite direction that the Earth is moving.
Gotcha.
You know, and water, another thing about water, it always displaces level perpendicular to the force, which is the vertical, which is the Earth's motion.
Gotcha.
Because if I was to shake this water bottle, real quick, if I was to shake this water bottle and put it into free fall when there's no forces acting on it, the water will not level out until it makes contact with the Earth.
Gotcha.
So it's the Earth that makes water level because it's moving.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
What was your name again?
My name is William. Here, let me give you guys my channel.
Yeah, of course.
And
Do you go around to like a bunch of UC?
I go to UC. I've gone to UC Irvine. I go to USC a lot. The only one I haven't gone to is UCLA. Yeah, that's what I do want to go to though. But that's the one that's furthest from my house. But
I see.
here, let me give you guys one each. I do have a few. And do you guys have any questions for me? I guess before you guys go.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm telling you, man, this is the biggest topic on Earth right now. It's what the Earth actually is.
Are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live right now, actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, on this one though. This one's gonna be like after. You guys can check it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that one's live streaming?
This one's live streaming me though. You guys want to come to the camera over here? Say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, live stream.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
How much people are on?
Right now, 45.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah. So I'm super censored, by the way. Like my channel doesn't recommend it in the algorithms. My views get removed. My likes get removed.
Wow.
Yeah. There's only another channel that it's on there that are literally talking about this. Every other flat Earth channel that I came across, which is hundreds of channels, they're all either they're being duped into this idea, or again, these mainstream flat Earth channels are being controlled.
Is this your wife,
100%.
I'm assuming?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the channel is level-headed William now because they were kind of confusing me with her,
Gotcha.
so I just changed it to level-headed William. But that's a QR code though. You guys can check it out.
Sick.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
You guys take care, man. I
Have a good
appreciate the
one.
chat.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.